comes to us tonight from the Bronx in New York City. Weighing 179 pounds, red cross, black trim, professional record, 34 victories, only 4 defeats, 21 knockouts. Please welcome Elvir, the Kosovo Kid. Has our instruction.
It is Elvir Muriqi and Jameel Wilson. Wilson came in looking like something out of one of those scary movies. Let's see if he can put some fear into Elvir.
He was wearing this weird... You've seen him in the killer movies where the guy wears this like white mask. It really was scary with his long hair. I was glad when he took it off.
Elvir Muriqi in the black trunks trimmed in red. Weeks with the red, black, and white trunks. You know, he goes by the nickname Black Gold. When I think of Black Gold out of Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, it comes to the former NABF champ, James Shuler, who died tragically after his fight with Thomas Hearns.
Yes, motorcycle accident. He had the future in front of him.
It was an interesting fight that night. Orlando Canizales fought on that card. And if you can recall, he fought Richie Sandoval. And Richie Sandoval was never the same again. Also on that card, that was his fight against Thomas Hearns. We can take you back in history. Nice overhand right that time by Elvir Muriqi. Muriqi goes to the body. Muriqi is a strong fighter. And I don't know if that's the right kind of game to try to beat Muriqi with, and what Shuler's doing, trying to give what he has been given.
Well, Wilson is doing it. You got James Shuler on the mind.
Yeah. I tell you what, if James Shuler was in that ring, it'd be a whole different story. Trust me.
Could have changed the course of boxing history had he not died so tragically, at least in the middleweight division.
You know, we talk about him and you talk about individuals like Davey Moore. There's always the what if. What if?
Well, Davey Moore, you know, I knew from New York. He, of course, was killed in the 80s pushing his car up a hill. He slipped and the car rolled back over him. But he was next in line to fight a guy by the name of Tony Ayala.
That's right, which would have been a great
It would have been
fight.
Destruction. Ayala would have beaten him, and then Ayala would have fought Roberto Duran in an absolutely great fight.
Muriqi bringing it on right now. The body attack, downstairs, upstairs, and I don't think that Weeks can hold up to this type of barrage. Look at him. I mean, he is landing punches. The right hand, the left hand. It is Elvir Muriqi, and he is putting it on. But look, once again, Jameel Wilson, a young man out of Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, from the school of brotherly love and the school of hard knocks, says, you know what? When you mess with Philly, you mess with the left hook. I tell you what, he did not come here to lose. He said he had a fight due on the 25th. It didn't fall through. He was in the gym. He was ready. He says, I came here prepared. 173 pounds. Not give and take a pound at 177. I came 173. Muriqi is not taking me seriously. He's going to make a huge mistake. We'll find out, Randy Gordon.
Well, those are the words. I mean, he didn't come here to lose, but you don't come here to stand on the ropes either against Muriqi.
Well, sometimes that's a hard thing not to do with the type of pressure that Muriqi brings on. And I tell you, the way that he ended the round, you had to be impressed with that young man, Jameel Wilson. But still, it was a round that was dominated by a tremendous barrage by Elvir Muriqi. Elvir Muriqi. And round